And this isn't me saying that Shannon Sharpe pulled Nusheen in and said, hey, baby girl, this is what we're going to do. This is me saying that Shannon Sharpe and Nusheen were friendly. Shannon Sharpe probably gave Nusheen a shoulder to cry on. And when she put together this lawsuit, I think Shannon Sharpe was aware and made sure that he could go on air and say what he just said.
Some of you may know, if you've been watching FS1, Fox, ESPN, you may know some of the names I'm about to mention. Well, Jason Whitlock, he has been out of the Fox circuit for a little bit, for a while. And he was kind of a black sheep when it came to what was going on at Fox. He really wanted to go his own way, seemingly didn't get along with a lot of people who worked at the Fox network. But he had some interesting things to point out about this lawsuit and what may be happening behind the scenes. If y'all haven't seen this, you're definitely going to find this entertaining and interesting. Let's see what Jason Whitlock had to say.
In the 42 pages, it don't mention nothing about Shannon Sharpe did anything, but y'all want to get clicks. So y'all mention me.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Ain't got nothing to do with us.
He's talking about me.
Oh, man.
And he's talking about me, and he's upset with me for saying that Shannon Sharpe is behind this. And the reason why I believe Shannon Sharpe is behind this is because Nusheen airs a lot of people out in this, obviously. Joy Taylor, Charlie Dixon, Skip Bayless. And the reality is, from what I experienced my 4 or 5 years there is no one that was involved in more suspicious, eye-raising flirtation with makeup, wardrobe than Shannon Sharpe.
Oh,
and if
no.
you go look at the problems Shannon Sharpe had at CBS and all this other stuff, it's just amazing that Shannon.
Now, a lot of this is hearsay. All right. So y'all bear with Jason, because he's going to point out some things in this lawsuit that I think are important and were missed by a lot of people. So give him a second. He's being a little messy, but we'll get to
Shannon
it.
Sharpe nowhere mentioned in this, but the two biggest people that he wants eliminated, damaged at FS1, they're assassinated in this. And so when a crime happens, you ask who benefits and who has motive. And this isn't me saying that Shannon Sharpe pulled Nusheen in and said, hey, baby girl, this is what we're going to do. This is me saying that Shannon Sharpe and Nusheen were friendly. Shannon Sharpe probably gave Nusheen a shoulder to cry on. And when she put together this lawsuit, I think Shannon Sharpe was aware and made sure that he could go on air and say what he just said. Shannon Sharpe ain't nowhere near in that. He had nothing to do with any of this. And I'm, by hat tipping Shannon Sharpe, I am not disparaging him. And I say that in all sincerity. I'm saying that in this corrupt television environment, with all this phoniness and phony people, and all of this sexual immorality built into the system, and all of this leveraging of people for opportunities, Shannon Sharpe
played the game
the way the game should be played. There was
Dr. EJ.
a piece. Nusheen is basically a piece on the chessboard. Let's call her a pawn, and I don't say that disparagingly. But he caught wind of like, hey, there's a piece on the chessboard that could be moved in a direction that benefits me. And he took advantage of that. The same way his position is, Skip Bayless had pieces on the chessboard that he thought could move in a way that benefited Skip Bayless and eliminated Shannon Sharpe. So you will hear me and think And Shannon Sharpe may think that I'm attacking Shannon Sharpe. I'm not attacking Shannon Sharpe.
Wait for it.
I'm hat tipping the man for that's how you play the game. And I say that in all sincerity. You had a problem with Charlie Dixon and Skip Bayless. You caught wind of an opportunity to help someone help you inadvertently, and you did that. And the other clue in here, if you read the 42 pages, there was just this mysterious comment out of nowhere, and people will hear this, and this is me I'm totally committed to the audience. I'm not doing what's in my best interest. I'm here to tell you, the audience, what I think is going on, and damn the consequences to myself. And so I'm not trying to take a pot shot here at Colin Cowherd, but there's a sentence in these 42-page documents where it's just written in there for no reason that Colin Cowherd was nothing but nice and professional to me.
Uh-oh.
I was like, where did this sentence come from? What did this have to do with anything? There's not a single sentence anywhere in this 42 where she says, and so.
He's got a point.
Eugene, you knew me. You could. There was not a sentence, hey, and Jason Whitlock or Marcellus Wiley or anybody else. They never did anything. They were totally professional with me. There were other people there that were totally professional with you, but it was intentionally written in this 42-page deal that Colin Cowherd was nothing but professional to you. And so I read that.
He's got a point.
Well, who's Colin Cowherd in business with at the volume? Shannon Sharpe.
Uh-oh.
And so Shannon Sharpe, there's nothing negative in there. And that guy had a lot going on at FS1. And then Colin Cowherd, he's completely exonerated. Who would ask for these things? Because again, I don't think the lawyer was sitting there saying, hey, we better make sure we exonerate Colin Cowherd. We better make sure we say nothing, because no one cracked more jokes. No one said anything more potentially flirtatious or sexual inside that building for the 4 or 5 years I was there than Shannon Sharpe. And I'm not saying that to say.
All right, now, Jason, come on now. We're getting past the point. But going to his point, this is very interesting, because you do see throughout all of this lawsuit, she's saying this person was terrible. The lady I was working for was terrible. We had Miss M was spazzing out on people and then got let go. Mr. Dixon was doing this. Skip Bayless did this. We had anonymous friends that she was maybe a victim and I was able to vouch for. But when she says, and let me see if I can find this. When she talks about Colin, or she talks about Shannon Sharpe, it's just weird that she takes the instance to, or she takes the opportunity just to say how nice they were. In approximately summer of 2018, Miss Taylor was moved from Undisputed to the Herd with Colin Cowherd. Miss Taylor again requested Miss Faraj to do her hair. Colin also requested Miss Faraj to do her hair. Thus, every day Miss Faraj would do Mr. Bayless's hair for Undisputed and would do Miss Taylor and Mr. Cowherd's hair for the Herd. All right, it could have stopped there, right? But they add this sentence in here throughout her entire tenure. I mean, throughout her entire tenure at Fox, Mr. Cowherd was professional and respectful to Miss Faraj and her coworkers. This sentence was completely unnecessary. All right, what did they say about Shannon Sharpe? Let's find it. We go to Miss Faraj's job is threatened because she does not sleep with Mr. Bayless. We know this story. We already went through it. Skip Skip began angrily accusing Miss Farage of effing Shannon Sharpe. Miss Farage tried to explain that she did not have any feelings toward Mr. Sharpe and never slept with him or any other talent member or employee at Fox. But before she could speak, Mr. Bayless demanded she come to his car after the show. Miss Farage explained over text that she is not sleeping with Mr. Sharpe. Let's keep going. Mr. Bayless again accused her of effing Mr. Sharpe and said he could tell from her body language that she was effing him. Skip said he heard her talking with Shannon Sharpe about her, you know. And then Miss Farage responded that even if she had been dating Mr. Sharpe, which she wasn't, it shouldn't matter at all because she only had a professional relationship with him. Okay, let's keep it moving. What else does it say? Mr. Bayless stated that he would hate for her to lose her job, but she can't be doing a big thing with my arch rival. She responded by reiterating that being polite to Mr. Sharpe is a part of the job. What else do we have? Then we have that Skip learned that Miss Farage had never been involved romantically with Shannon Sharpe, and Skip apologized for insinuating that they were having a relationship, right? And then on December 21st of 2023, Skip told Miss Farage that he still loved her. Oh my goodness. And confided that Mr. Dixon was the one who had told him that Miss Farage was sleeping with Shannon. And Mr. Bayless then again tried to have sex with her, and she wrote about it in her diary. It's a crazy accusation. In approximately July of 2016, words spread amongst Fox's employees about a new show that was going to be a big deal, as it would star Mr. Bayless and Shannon Sharpe, or is going to be referred to as Mr. Sharpe, right? It is known that Fox was looking for a woman with significant TV experience, and this is where she talks about Joy Taylor. So, I mean, it is odd that this lawsuit paints Shannon Sharpe in this light and that it goes out of the way to say, hey, Colin was all good. I don't know if anything's there or not, but it does seem a little bit odd that they would take the opportunity to do this. Y'all let me know what you think about this. Is it something? Is it nothing? We'll have to wait and see.